Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about 5 historical swastikas unrelated to the Nazis. Number 1. Gamadion. According to dictionary.com, the noun is a decorative figure composed of a number of Greek capital gammas, especially radiating from a center, as in swastika. The origin of the word, late Greek, is translated literally little gamma. Some early Christians used the Gamadion to represent the cross of Christ. The most common layout is as a swastika cross, but other arrangements exist, like voided cross and similar to the relatively recent Taxta cross. Long before the rise of Christianity, the Gamadion was a common motif for Mediterranean civilizations such as ancient Minoans, Greeks, Etruscans, linked to sun worship and labyrinths. Number 2. 1. In Buddhism, the swastika, called Wan in Chinese and Manji in Japanese, is an important religious symbol meaning resignation of spirit. Swastikas of various colors are said to have different meanings. Blue represents heaven's eternal benevolence, red is the Buddha's limitless benevolence, yellow stands for infinite prosperity, and green designates limitless cultivation. A left-facing form of the swastika is believed to be the first of 65 auspicious symbols which appeared on the footprint of the Buddha, while a right-facing version was the fourth such symbol. The swastika is sometimes considered the seal of the Buddha's heart and may appear on the chest, forehead, palm, or foot of representations of the Buddha. Sometimes the Buddhist swastika symbol originated from the shape of characters for the word asti in the new alphabet derived by Buddhist Emperor Ashoka, or from the shape of early Buddhist Pali symbols for su and ti, derived from Sanskrit words meaning well and it is. In the Tibetan Bon, the tradition, the swastika is called Gyungdrung, meaning eternal and unchanging. Unlike other swastikas of the Hindu, Buddhist, and Jain traditions, the Bon swastika is counterclockwise, which is why Bon pilgrims circumambulate sacred sites in the counterclockwise direction. Number 3. Gahuli. The traditional symbol of the Jain faith was the swastika known as Gahuli or Gaunli, which usually was represented with 4 dots. These dots represented the 4 different fates which befall every soul over multiple lives depending on their deeds and karma. Life as a human, an animal, a divine being, and a hellish being. The swastika itself has multiple meanings. It represents a will, suggesting an eternal nature of material existence. The 4 arms represent the 4 branches of the Jain faith: sadhus, monks; sadhvis, nuns; shravaks, male householders; and shravikas, female householders. The symbol reminds Jains their goal should be liberation from reality and not rebirth into it, which can only be achieved through these 4 pillars of the Jain community. The arms also represent 4 eternal characteristics of the soul: knowledge, perception, happiness, and energy. The symbol chosen to represent the Jain community incorporates the swastika, an outstretched hand inscribed with ahimsa, meaning not to injure, on the palm, and 3 dots above the swastika representing the 3 jewels of Jainism: Samyak Darshan, right faith; Samyak Jnan, right knowledge; and Samyak Charitra, right conduct. At the top of the symbol is a curved arc with a dot representing a liberated soul and its final destination. The overall outline represents the universe, the 7 hells, the earth and planets, and the heavenly abodes. In Europe and North America, Jains, aware of the negative meaning attributed to the swastika, replace it with another symbol, such as the holy word Om. 4. Kipling's literary stamp. Many early works of British author Rudyard Kipling were adorned with the swastika symbol. He first began using the symbol on the dust jackets of his books in the late 19th century, most likely after he became familiar with it because of his father's passion for Indian artworks. Both the clockwise and counterclockwise versions of the symbol appeared on his works because neither Kipling nor his publishers appeared to know which one meant good luck. Alongside the swastika, he frequently used elephant head imagery, an homage to the Hindu god Ganesha as well as the lotus. Kipling himself despises the Nazis. According to David Gilmour in his book The Long Recessional, in 1933, Hitler became the chancellor and quickly established his dictatorship. The Hitlerites are out for blood, noted Kipling. The Han was stripped naked for war while the British, still running down their defense, were displaying less forethought than incubated chickens. Kipling was so disgusted by the Nazis and the sight of their flag that he removed the swastika, a Hindu symbol of good luck, from his book bindings. It has been his trademark for nearly 40 years, but it was now defiled beyond redemption. To this day, however, there are reports of second-hand bookstores forced to field questions from confused or angry patrons about why their copy of the Jungle Book is emblazoned with National Socialist Party symbolism. Number 5. Raelian pro-swastika movement. Kooky UFO cult founder Rael represented his movement with a contentious symbol combining the swastika with the Star of David, which he claims to have seen in the hull of an Elohim spaceship. The Star of David is said to represent infinity in space, while the swastika represents infinity in time. The overall symbol stands for the relationship between time and space, eternity and infinity. All Raelians wear a medallion with this symbol. The fascist connotations, combined with an apparent support for social Darwinism and eugenics, led to negative attention to the cult on the part of the French police and government. In 1990, the earlier symbol was replaced with a six-pointed star around the abstract swirling galaxy, apparently in hopes of coaxing Israel to allow the Raelians to build a $7 million embassy to the Elohim in Jerusalem. The Israeli government was not convinced and continued to rebuff the cult. In 2005, Rael reinstated the original version of the symbol. As quoted in the book A Brief Guide to Secret Religions, Rael explains his logic as follows. Our courteous gesture didn't help educate people so that they know this symbol is the symbol of the scientists who created us. Symbol that has been given to every one of their messengers, which explains why we find it on every continent, usually associated with spiritual and peaceful groups. The swastika has been a symbol of peace for millions of Hindus and Buddhists, and for the Raelians as well, as it is their symbol of infinity in time, their symbol of eternity. Since then, the Raelians have been pushing a movement to rehabilitate the swastika, launching an offshoot group called Pro-Swastika Alliance. For several years, they have been holding an annual swastika rehabilitation week in cities around the world. In 2014 and 15, to the shock and confusion of local residents, they attracted controversy for flying over beaches and neighborhoods in New York with a plane bearing a swastika banner. They even broadcast a commercial on a large screen at Times Square where a group of people in a swimming pool formed the swastika. Similar promotional events took place in Mexico, France, and South Korea.